Right, hiya. I said I would be back after a week, and here I am back after about a week, maybe slightly longer, to disclose the results of after being on free dating sites for the length of 1 week. Well, over 1 week now. So if you haven't watched my last video, I'd really recommend checking it out because you'll get all of the details of me signing up to these accounts, what I put in my profile, all of the procedure there, how different sites sort of treated minority sexualities. What was the process of putting that I'm asexual in? Was it easy? Was there an option for it? Did I have to write it myself? Maybe there was no option for it. So all of those details are in the video in the description. So I'd recommend checking that out. Even if you just go through it briefly, I don't mind, but it will give you a bit of context before watching this one. So before I get into how many matches I actually got on these dating sites, let's have a quick look back over the profile that I made last week, just to show that there's no changes. It's exactly the same as last time. So we've got Alex 24. Again, it says asexual just under my name, so it's really clear. Like, people that see my profile, they'll instantly see that I'm asexual. There's no problems about that. As I say, they know straight away. Teach English as a foreign language to people all around the world. Can't wait to travel again. Fed up of the only Greece in my life being from McDonald's. So if I'm honest, people might just not swipe to me because they see this, think he's trying to be funny, he's made a dag joke, let's swipe left and get rid of him as quickly as possible. So obviously it's not asexual, that it's not necessarily this that causes people to not swipe right to me or not say that they like me. That's completely understandable. That would be the same even if I made this without asexual. So I want to disclose first of all, this isn't the only reason. Like, if I get no matches or if I don't get many matches, it's not simply because I'm asexual. It's just like one factor amongst a array of factors, but we'll get into that in a bit. So let's have a brief look at all of the photos. You've got me looking very smiley. We've got me looking smiley again, but with a nicer backdrop. We've got me looking smiley again with a less nice foreground. Joking, George, if you're watching. Yeah, me to show I've got friends, and then me to show I've got blue eyes. So those are my photos. I'm sure you probably would have remembered them, but just in case you hadn't watched the last video or you just couldn't be bothered, that's my profile. That's what we're dealing with. So let's go in and see how many matches we actually got. So before I disclose how many matches I actually got, I want you to guess how many matches that I may have got over this week period. Just remember, I've been on it for about 7-8 days, consistently swiping every single day. I think there was only a couple of days where I didn't max out the number of swipes that you get free, because all of these apps tend to be paid. You can have paid subscriptions to them if you want to have unlimited swipes, or if you want to see potential matches before you've actually matched them, so the people that like you, then you can pay to do that. I didn't do any of that. I didn't put any money into it. I didn't see the reason to. So I maxed out my swipes most days. So just keep that into consideration. But have a guess. Was it 50? Was it more than 50? Was it less than 50? Was it less than 20? Was it less than 10 even? I'd like you to make your own guess. And I'll tell you what, if you're wrong, then you have to leave a like on the video. And if you're right, please tell me in the comments that you're right, and I'll be sure to give you a little heart, because if you're right, fair play to you. It's not easy being right. So let's have a look how many matches we have. We'll start again with Tinder. I've just shown you the profile, so let's see how many matches I got. So here we are again. You can see that this is my Tinder profile. I'm not screenshotting anybody else's. You can see it's me there. Let's click on this and see how many matches I got. Obviously, you can see this number 5 here. So there's 5 people that liked me, but these are not actually matches. These are people that liked me. So I didn't actually get any matches, like not a single match. So as you can see, there are 5 people that liked me, but I didn't match with any of them. So clearly I must have swiped left to them, and not right to match with them. Maybe I should have made it so I swiped right to everyone, but I just did it honestly like I normally would. I'd swipe right to the people that I like the profile with, and then swipe left to the people that I wasn't too keen on. Maybe they just didn't fit this, fit me in general. So yeah, no matches, not a single one on Tinder. And as I say, the reason could be because I'm asexual. This is just one factor, but obviously there's other reasons for it. Maybe they just didn't like my bio. Maybe they didn't like the pictures. Whatever. There's lots of reasons for this. What I will say is, compare. Obviously, I've had Tinder in the past, and this did come as a little bit of a shock because although I'm not used to getting a whole array of matches, because let's be honest, I don't live in a big city. I live in a rather small town, and even if I put my distance away to up to like 100 kilometers or something like this, um, it's still not, I still wouldn't get that many matches because I don't live anywhere near like London or Manchester, any big cities in the UK. So this, it can often play a factor, but never zero matches after a week. Never zero matches. When I've never in the past, when I don't put asexual, there I would get at least double figures. Maybe not the most, maybe like 15, 20, 30 if I'm lucky. With a lot more likes here. Then instead of just five, there would be definitely double figures here too. So this did take come as a bit of a shock for me. So we can maybe conclude to an extent that it might be because I'm asexual, because this is like sort of the factor that I've actually changed. Obviously, it's not the resulting factor. It's not. There's no proof. There's no way to sort of really compare objectively. But yeah, it came as a shock. And fair play. If any of you get zero matches on Tinder, then please leave a comment, and thanks for having so. I'm not sure if it's a good thing that you made that you guessed it correctly. You clearly didn't have much optimism in me, but yeah, it's the truth. So yeah, let me know if you guessed that in the comments. I'll definitely give it a like because it's quite a hard thing to guess. So sadly, no matches on Tinder, but let's be more optimistic about Bumble. Let's have a look on Bumble. Okay, so we're on Bumble now, and this one's a bit more subtle. So as you can see under my profile here, this is just my profile, just exactly the same as the Tinder. You've got the same photos, you've got the same description, but as you can see under my basic info, asexual is just like one little factor there. On the Tinder profile, it was just under my name. That was the only thing. Like it really stood out. Whereas here is slightly more subtle. So it would really be interesting to see if there's a match difference here, or maybe that may resulted in me getting more matches because maybe people are less likely to notice this when clicking on my profile. It's still there, it's still clear. If you looked in my basic info, asexual, it might even stand out at you. So the rest of the profile is the same photos, everything like that. So let's get in to see how many matches I've got. So I didn't ask you to guess for this one. I didn't want any of you to be heartbroken again, but sadly you will be. Just to prove it's not fake, I'm not putting random screenshot. This is genuinely my profile. I've got no matches on Bumble. Zero. After one week, over a week. Zero matches. And even on this one, and this does come up as well, there's no likes. So on Tinder, you can see that there were 5 people that liked me that I didn't match with. Here, there's not even anyone that liked me. Like, not a single person that even swiped right to me during this whole time. This came as the biggest shock to me. Again, because asexual is so subtle on my profile, and I'm used to getting likes on Bumble. I'm used to getting matches. So this actually did affect me. And although I'm sort of used to it in the sense that I've had a lot of rejection from being asexual in the past, and this can often be the factor as why, like maybe a potential relationship might not work, or somebody might not want to go on more dates with me as the result. But this, yeah, it actually really got to me during the time. Used to it now. Obviously, I knew this coming into it, so maybe this is why the reaction's not so, like, oh, that upset. I've had this reaction for the last 7, 8 days when I've been making this profile. It's always been zero, so I'm sort of I'm used to it now. So I can't see this changing anytime soon. So I'll probably just delete these accounts because, as I say, if I haven't got any matches in just over a week, I'm not sure if there's point trying. Maybe it's not that long a time to wait, but at least in the past, I think it's the first few days where you can really notice if you get matches or not, and then it sort of levels out. But here, I guess the leveling out is zero. Um, okay, let's move on to Hinge and be again a bit more optimistic. That would be, let's fingers crossed for Hinge, where the profile's a bit less subtle. Okay, so we're now on Hinge. As I say, on Hinge, my profile is a bit less subtle than it was on Bumble. It wasn't just simply that asexual was, subtly in my profile, and maybe some people might see it, some people might not see it. This is very clear. Like, instantly as you see my profile. Hinge, what comes up is instantly like the profile with the face, and then you see written answers to questions underneath. And the first one is actually about being asexual, as you can see now in this profile. So let's just have a brief overview of my profile, the one that I made in the last episode. As I say, if you haven't seen that video, recommend checking it out in the description. But here we go. I take pride is actually the perfect word to use here, as I'm asexual and proud. Nice. Again, I've used the same photos in this whole profile, so no need to go through that. Let's have a guess again. How many matches do you think that this is? Cause it to definitely be zero, because I put it so blatant and obviously in my profile that I'm asexual. Or do you think that this has actually helped? Maybe there's more people interested in this and see this and think, he's proud, and it's really nice to see that, and maybe people might be more interested in it and stuff like that. As I say, I've used all of these apps frequently. I've used them on and off throughout every single day during this week, because I knew I was going to be doing a video like this, so I wanted to give it the best effort. And obviously getting no matches in the other ones, I didn't I wanted to really get some matches and hopefully some conversations. I wanted to converse with people. I really did. And at the moment it's not looking too good. So let's have a look in Hinge. Obviously I know the outcome already, but let's have a look for your sake. Again, I'm not going to take it off the profile, just so you can see that this is genuine. Let's press on. Matches. New matches will appear here. Boost your profile for more matches now. 0 matches. 3 for free. Okay, so let's add up all of the matches, shall we? So we got 0 on Tinder, we got 0 on Bumble, and we got 0 on Hinge as well. So if my maths is correct, and I didn't fail GCSE maths, I actually got an A in it, I think that's 47. It's 0 matches. It's 0 matches on all 3 of the apps. Like, how is that possible after a week? How? But as I say, I'm not too I wasn't expecting too much from it, but I was not expecting 0. And I was at least expecting, when I first did this video last week, I was at least expecting, maybe we'll have some nice conversations for it, and get something out of this. But there's nothing. There's nothing out of this process that we can learn. Well, we can learn something from it. Don't freaking put asexual in your profile if you're if you're looking for matches on these generic dating apps. As I say, it might not be the deciding factor. Obviously, I'm not the best looking guy in the world. I don't expect a million matches, but I don't expect none either. Let me know what your experiences are. I'll stop sharing my screen now. There's no need for it. We've had enough of that. But just let me know if you've had similar experiences in the past, what your experiences are. If you've ever put that you're asexual on generic dating apps like this, what are your experiences? Please tell me. I really hope they're more optimistic than this, because this is just abysmal. And I couldn't believe when I kept seeing every day. I'd wake up in the morning thinking, maybe today's the day. Even today, 8 days in, I thought, maybe today I knew I'd be making a video today, and I thought maybe today I'd have like the match perfect, or just one match that I can maybe have a conversation with, and it would be great. It would be just the silver lining in all of this depressing zeroness that this video is. So let me know if you've had a similar experience, or hopefully a different experience. I want to do more of this. I really want to. Somebody made a suggestion in my last video, and I think it's a good one, to try asexual dating apps, or at least like LGBT plus dating apps that I should probably try out as an asexual, as opposed to these generic ones that are predominantly used by those that are heterosexual and rarely used by those in the minority. So let me know what you think, if I should actually try that. Hopefully I would get a bigger outcome than this. It seems like this asexual one isn't as lucky as I once thought. No, I'm definitely not going to blame this. I'm much something people know about me is that in the past I was never as proud to be as asexual, but right now, despite all of these results, and you can probably see in my video, I'm much more proud of this than I once was. And the fact that I wear an ace ring now, I've even got on my necklace, I've got an asexual little flag here on my necklace, and I wear it every day consistently. So I'm a lot more proud now, and that's simply because of the love of people like you watching this. This whole community has changed me, and throughout my videos on YouTube, everybody's so positive. Everyone sends such lovely messages, whether it's on comments on YouTube, whether it's messages that reach out to me on Instagram or Snapchat, any of these that people say, Alex, thank you for your videos, or they really reach out to me. Everyone's so lovely. I don't know a community like that I belong to, where everybody's so nice. And it's really, over time, made me believe that this is actually freaking awesome, that you're this way. And although there's times where being asexual gets you down, the other people that belong to this community and understand you, and listen to you, and just whether it's me to them or I listen to you as well, I'm always here to listen to you, then it's just amazing. So I really want to thank you for that, and don't let experiences like this, getting 0 matches on Tinder, obviously it angers me and it makes me a bit upset at times, but ultimately I think, wow, I'm still part of a really great community here, and I get to make videos like this consistently, and I have done for the last 5-6 years. So without being asexual, I wouldn't be doing that, and you wouldn't be watching my video right now. So I'm really thankful for that, and yeah, let's stop with the soppiness. So thanks so much if you got to this stage in the video. Again, it's another long one, but hopefully you got to this stage. Leave a thumbs up on the video if you got this far. As I say, I really appreciate it. And yeah, let me know what you think about maybe downloading asexual apps. If there are any, please suggest them, because although I know one or two, I'm kind of oblivious to the main ones. I might not get the same results as maybe those living in bigger cities. Again, the reason why I haven't used asexual apps in the past, well, that often, is because I just don't get matches, because I don't live close to anyone. But I guess there probably will be some with maybe long distance things, so you can have conversations with people around the world that are also asexual. It doesn't have to be predominantly dating either. It can be just as friends. That would be nice to get into as well and have some discussions on that. So let me know in the comments if you've got any suggestions for the next video. And thanks for watching, and I'll speak to you very soon.